The decision they make about you before you even speak. People think judgment happens slowly. It doesn't. It happens in 4 seconds. Before you talk, before you explain, before you reveal who you are. A stranger's brain has already decided. Trustworthy or suspicious, warm or cold, confident or insecure, likable or forgettable, safe or dangerous. The mind isn't patient. It's primitive. It scans posture, micro expressions, eye tension, micro hesitations, energy, stillness, tone of breath, and then builds a story you will spend months trying to edit. He remembered walking into a room and sensing instantly that people had already decided. Not because they knew him, but because their brains finished the evaluation long before he opened his mouth. If your chest tightened just now, if you felt a flash of memory, if you suddenly wondered how many lives you lived inside someone else's 4 seconds, that wasn't paranoia. It was recognition.
Number 10. The brain reads your posture before your words. Before the mind hears meaning, it hears alignment. He once entered a meeting with shoulders slightly raised, one hand gripping the other. He didn't feel nervous, but everyone else read him as uncertain. The brain interprets posture as the first emotional signal, a full-body punctuation before any sentence begins. Straight spine equals confidence. Hunched shoulders equals submission. Too stiff equals defensiveness. Too casual equals disrespect. This reaction is instant, subconscious, and brutally decisive. Human trigger. People don't react to who you are. They react to how your body narrates you. Emotion shift. Recognition to unease. You weren't misunderstood. Your posture spoke louder than you did.
Number 9. Micro-expressions tell the truth you didn't mean to share. A forced smile, a tightened jaw, a brief eyebrow lift, a micro-wince that lasts less than a second. You think you hit it. You didn't. People read micro-expressions before they read intent. He once said, "I'm fine," while flashing a half-second look of tension. No one believed him. Micro-expressions are emotional leaks, signals the brain produces before conscious control kicks in. And in 4 seconds, those leaks matter more than the entire conversation. Human trigger. Your face speaks the truth your mind hasn't accepted yet. Emotion shift. Unease to doubt. You didn't send mixed signals. Your real emotion arrived first.
Number 8. Eye contact shows intention, not confidence. People don't judge you by how long you hold eye contact, but why you hold it. Too long feels aggressive. Too short feels avoidant. Too sharp feels calculating. Too soft feels submissive. He once made steady eye contact thinking it conveyed confidence, but the slight delay in breaking it made him appear confrontational. Eyes don't reveal truth, they reveal motive, and the brain is wired to detect motive in under 4 seconds. Human trigger. Eye contact isn't a skill, it's a signal. Emotion shift. Doubt to suspicion. You weren't intimidating, your timing was.
Number 7. Vocal tone decides more than your actual words. He once introduced himself with a perfectly normal sentence, but the slight shake in tone made people think he lacked confidence. Words carry meaning. Tone carries identity. Warm tone equals likability. Flat tone equals indifference. Rising tone equals insecurity. Low energy tone equals sadness. Over-controlled tone equals defensiveness. Too smooth equals manipulation.
Humans evolved to judge vocal cues faster than language itself. In 4 seconds, tone becomes the verdict. Human trigger. The brain listens for emotion first, logic second. Emotion shift. Suspicion to alarm. You weren't judged unfairly, you were judged musically.
Number 6. People notice hesitation before they notice thoughtfulness. Hesitation looks like indecision. Indecision looks like insecurity. Insecurity looks like weakness. He once paused to think carefully, only to be judged as uncertain. The 4-second rule doesn't reward reflection. It punishes delay. Because hesitation activates an ancient survival instinct. If they don't know what they're doing, they might be a threat. Human trigger. Thoughtfulness is respected, but only after first impressions are over. Emotion shift. Alarm to disbelief. You weren't unsure, you were too slow for their instinct.
Number 5. Emotional vibes are felt before you speak them. Humans detect emotion the way animals sense weather. He once entered a room feeling neutral, but carrying exhaustion and internal chaos. People reacted before he explained anything. Because emotion leaks through breath, pace, shoulder tension, eye fatigue. You don't need to speak for others to feel your storm, and the 4-second rule picks that up instantly. Human trigger. People don't respond to your words, they respond to your emotional temperature. Emotion shift. Disbelief turns into tension. You didn't ruin the mood, your body revealed yours.
Number 4. The brain judges intent faster than character. Character takes time to know. Intent takes 4 seconds. Humans evaluate intent as a survival mechanism. Friend or foe, safe or unsafe, ally or threat. He once held a door open for someone and was met with suspicion. Not because the gesture was wrong, but because his tone and energy felt off. People judge what you intend, not who you are. And they judge it before you explain yourself. Human trigger. Intent is the lightning, character is the thunder. Emotion shift. Tension to chill. You weren't misunderstood, they misread your motive.
Number 3. People decide if you're worth listening to faster than you think. Value isn't determined by content, it's determined by perception. He once began talking and noticed people disengage before he reached the second sentence. It wasn't the message, it was the energy. Low conviction signals weakness. Over-eagerness signals desperation. Over-explaining signals insecurity. People decide in the first 4 seconds if you are worth their attention. Everything after is just confirmation. Human trigger. Attention isn't earned, it's given instantly and withdrawn slowly. Emotion shift. Chill to collapse. You didn't lose their interest, you never had their instinct.
Number 2. The wrong first signal can lock you into a permanent identity. The brain is lazy. Once it forms a first impression, it defends it. He once made a nervous first entrance and spent months trying to undo what those 4 seconds created. People filtered every later interaction through that initial judgment. If you seemed cold, they interpreted neutrality as hostility. If you seemed shy, they interpreted calm as weakness. If you seemed too confident, they interpreted certainty as arrogance. Human trigger. First impressions aren't predictions, they're prisons. Emotion shift. Collapse to awareness. You didn't earn that identity, you got trapped in it.
Number 1. The 4 seconds decide your fate because humans fear uncertainty. The real reason 4 seconds decide everything is simple. Humans hate uncertainty. The brain needs clarity faster than it needs accuracy, So it creates instant narratives. Safe, unsafe, friend, threat, warm, cold, trustworthy, unpredictable. These aren't truths, they're shortcuts. But once formed, they shape opportunities, relationships, attraction, respect, treatment. Human trigger. People don't judge who you are, they judge how uncertain you make them feel. Emotion shift. Awareness to quiet shock. You weren't loved or hated. You were categorized.
The 4 seconds you control from now on. Think about every room you've walked into, every conversation you started, every stranger who looked at you and made a decision before you said a word. Those 4 seconds shaped more of your life than you ever realized. But awareness breaks the spell. You can adjust posture. You can regulate tone. You can breathe with intention. You can carry calm. You can project safety. You can communicate confidence without forcing it. The world doesn't decide your worth in 4 seconds. It decides your category. Worth is what you decide afterward. If someone came to mind, someone you misjudged, someone who misjudged you, someone you lost because of 4 seconds, that isn't regret. It's clarity. If you're still here, still reading, still feeling, your next 4 seconds have already changed. Share this video so someone else can escape the version of themselves created too quickly.